Welcome to my channel. Here is a beautiful video on how I make a lace up bag for a little girl. You know it's festive. The festive period is coming now, I've been making a lot of kiddies wear. So now I'm making the body's measurements. I'm making this for a 3 to 4 years old girl. So my body's, I'm using 8 inches, but I marked 9 inches because I added half-inch allowance that I used to join the bodies to the shoulders together, and another half-inches downwards that I'll use it to join it to the flayed part down. So for my neck, I used 2 inches and quarter. Then for the shoulder width, I used 5 inches. Then I came down by half-inch and connected the lines. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, so now I'm measuring the shoulder. 5 inches for the armhole. Then the bodies, is for a 3 years old. For this one, I used 24 for the chest area and 23 for the waist, because the mom wants us to be really free. And since our people like dresses to be at least free on children, so they can still wear it for a longer period. So now I'm just adding 1 inch allowance. So I measured half of my armhole. Then I went in by half an inch to get my half armhole curve, and I'll curve it to the other side. And for the depth of the neck, I used 2.5 inches. You can use 2.25 too, depending on how wide you want the neck to be, or how deep you want it to be, rather. So I cut it out. So that's it. I have the two for front because I'll be using one for lining and the other one for the main cloth. So for the back, you don't need a zip allowance. So I just place the front bodies on it and make sure everything aligns. Then then I traced it out. So from the shoulder, I drew it down. So I will take my measurements again to make sure I didn't leave any zip allowance. You can see this one still has allowance, so I will eliminate that allowance. I will only leave half-inch allowance so that I can use it to join the lining and the fabric together. So that's it. So now I join the shoulders of the main fabric and shoulder of the lining too. Then place both right side facing each other, then join the neck. After joining, I top stitch. This is completely optional. If you like to top stitch, if you don't like, just leave it. Then I join the shoulder, the cap sleeve. Then I place the lining on the main fabric, still right side facing each other. Then I joined it with like half an inch. I still like to top stitch the arm after notching the After notching the shoulders, I still like to top stitch too. It just make my work very easy. So for the straps for the lace up back, I'm using a bias. So I open up the bias so that everything will be even. So, but I'm sewing it small so that it will be easy for me to turn. I don't want to sew all down at once. So you can see I sew very little, then I cut off, I sew more, so it was easy for me to turn inside out like that. Then for my main fabric, I measured the half-inches allowance I made. I measured a straight line, then I drew half inch space. So now for my bias that I sew, I measured 1.5 each. Yes, you can cut it out and pin down if it's more comfortable for you like that. So that 1.5 is where I will stop. Then I'll make sure that I'll sew with like less than quarter of an inch or quarter of an inch, as this is comfy for you. So I'll make sure it doesn't exceed that 1.5 unfold. So each will be inside each half inch that I measured. So I'm starting from the up. You can pin everything down first and start from you can see that I raised the lining up. I'm not sewing together with the lining, please. I'm still stitching the straps on the main fabric first, then I will now close it up with the lining. So 1.5 unfold, and make sure it is on that line I measured, and I'm making sure each is on the half-inch allowance so that it will be even on both sides. You can see I'm still measuring as I go on. So that is how you will get an equal straps. And one will not be longer than each other, and everything will just align and it will look nice. So sorry guys, I forgot to show how I joined the sides together. So after sewing the shoulder, you open up each sides and join it together from each shoulder. I used half-inch allowance. I joined the satin to the satin, then the lining to the lining. It will make sense by the time you practicalize it. So this is what it will look like on the wrong side, and this is what it will look like on the right side. So you can see I'm opening it up. I don't know it. I wasn't recording, so I don't know that part was not even showing. So I'm very sorry for that. So now for my lace up, it's ready. You can see how neat it is. So I'm putting a double-sided satin bias, satin ribbon rather. So I'll just fix it to everything. So I just laced it up pretty much. Then I tied a bow. I made a bow at the end like that. So I adjusted my bow to make sure everything is looking as fine as I want. But meanwhile, I've still had the down part to it. I'm still not concluded with the gathers I'm making. So there's a lot of steps and gathering here and there. So I just said I should film this part and show you guys. Thank you guys for your amazing likes and follow. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel for more beautiful DIY sew it yourself videos, and please give me a big thumbs up. I really appreciate your support, guys. Thank you so much for watching.